This video is brought to you by Millersville University's Center for Health, Education, and Promotion. In this video, I will be discussing the difference between using prescription drugs properly and misusing prescription drugs. First, let's discuss what prescription drug use looks like. Prescription drug use means taking a prescription as directed by the doctor. This means that the person who is prescribed the drug is the one taking it. This also means that the prescription is taken in the dosage indicated by the doctor who prescribed it. If the doctor says to take 2 pills at a time, you should take 2 at a time. Taking a prescription as directed by a doctor also means that the prescription is taken in the time frame as directed by the doctor who prescribed it. If the doctor says to take the prescription for 1 week, you should take it for 1 week. Ultimately, the person prescribed the drug should follow all directions indicated by the doctor who prescribed the drug. In order to make sure you are using your prescription drugs properly, ask your doctor or pharmacist any questions that you have about the drug. Now let's discuss what prescription drug misuse looks like. Prescription drug misuse means taking a prescription in a manner other than how it is prescribed by the doctor. This can mean any one of the following. Someone who is not prescribed the drug takes the drug. The prescription is taken in a dosage other than what is directed by the doctor who prescribed it. Or the prescription is taken in a time frame other than what is directed by the doctor who prescribed it. Ultimately, prescription misuse occurs if one or more directions that the doctor gave about the prescription are not followed. For example, if the doctor indicates that a prescription should be taken with food, taking the prescription without food would be misusing the prescription. Now, let's compare the benefits to using prescription drugs correctly to the risks of misusing prescription drugs. First, there is a lower chance of developing side effects to prescription drugs if they are used correctly. Also, the prescription drug can effectively alleviate the problem that the drug was prescribed for if it is used correctly. On the contrary, there is a higher chance of developing side effects to prescription drugs if they are misused. Misusing prescription drugs can also lead to the use of other drugs, substance use disorders, and overdose deaths. Now, let's look at this scenario. Jordan got her wisdom teeth taken out and was prescribed to take Vicodin after her surgery. She took the prescribed amount and got to a point where she didn't need them any longer, but she still had a lot of pills left over. She researched and decided that she should take her extra pills to her local police station and they could dispose of them. Jordan took the prescribed amount and properly disposed of her leftover prescription drugs after she was done with them. Thus, this is an example of correctly using prescription drugs. Here is another scenario. Brad is in high school and works at a grocery store in a stockroom. He hurt his back lifting a heavy box and decided he should go to the doctor. After his doctor's visit, he was prescribed to take 2 Vicodin a day until his pain goes away. He decides to keep his leftover pills just in case he hurts his back again in the future. Since he decided to keep his leftover pills and save them just in case he needed them later, this is an example of misusing prescription drugs. He should have properly disposed of his leftover drugs like Jordan did in our previous scenario. For more information about prescription drugs, the Center for Health, Education, and Promotion can be emailed at chep@millersville.edu. Also, for more information, visit drugabuse.gov and search prescription drugs. Here is one final tip. To dispose of old prescription drugs, you can crush the drugs up and mix them with dirt before throwing them away. This will prevent people from going through your trash and misusing your old prescription drugs. Thank you for listening.